Hello. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. My name is John Cook. There's a short program planned out. To all of our media outlets, Chad will be available after his remarks for one-on-one interviews. With that, I would like to introduce someone who's going to introduce Chad, someone who knows Chad very well. His mother, Miss Judith Lafayette.
Thank you for coming today. My name is Judith Lafayette, and I'm here with my husband, Harry. I would like to take a moment of your time to make a few comments about our son, Chad Lafayette. This is the kind of day every mother and father hopes for. It's a day when your child takes an important step toward achieving his or her goals in life. It's also a day that we thank the Lord we are blessed to be here to see it. Chad is one who always had a goal, and he was always figuring out what the steps were to achieve that goal. He was never satisfied until everything was exactly right. Chad was that way so much, whether it was in the high school band, or learning to be an electrician after high school, or becoming a law enforcement officer, that it became a family joke. Harry and I used to ask him whether he had everything lined up for whatever project he was working on. And he would say, "Almost, Mom, almost." Later, we would ask him again, and he would say, "Oh yes, Mom, I got all of my ducks in a row." And that became our family joke. Chad has all his ducks in a row. We say that lots of people go out to shoot their ducks. Chad likes to put his in a row. After 26 years of law enforcement, 14 years with the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office, and 12 years as Chief of Police for the City of Scott, I am proud to say that Chad has always worked hard and has all his ducks in a row to achieve his next goal. I'm so very proud to introduce my son, Chad Lafayette, for an important announcement.
I think Mom and you could count on you to say a few nice things about me. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy schedules today and for joining us here. I want to also thank the staff of Acadian Village for doing their usual outstanding job and making us comfortable while we put together our event. I want to thank my family for being here, my wife Christine, my in-laws Barbara and Jimmy Dugas, and my parents Harry and Judith Lafayette. I especially want to thank my parents for their hard work all these years, for their values that they have instilled in me. The values of hard work, the values of community, commitment, service, and the most important is honesty. As we start out fresh in the new year, I'm excited by the changes taking place in our criminal justice community here in Lafayette Parish. We have elected an experienced and highly qualified new district attorney in Mr. Keith Stoops. And a highly experienced and energetic new city marshal in Mr. Brian Pope. We also elected two impressive new judges, Judge Michelle Broke and Judge Charles Fitzgerald. I am energized by these changes, and I believe they will be beneficial to our communities in the coming years. One thing we know for sure is that we're going to see more changes in the upcoming election this year. Louisiana will elect a new governor. Lafayette Parish will elect a new city parish president. And now, with Sheriff Mike Newsom's recent announcement, Lafayette Parish will elect a sheriff. I'd like to take a moment to thank Sheriff Newsham for his years of service to Lafayette Parish. His work over the years resulted in Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office receiving national certifications and accreditations. This is an important achievement and one that needs to be preserved and built upon. He has also done important work in developing alternatives to incarceration for those cases in which certain nonviolent individuals and received assistance and training, allowing them to become productive members of our society. After considerable thought, prayers, conversations with family, friends, and supporters, I have decided to become a candidate for Sheriff of Lafayette Parish in October 2024. I am a career law enforcement professional with over 26 years of law enforcement. I served in the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office for 14 years, from 1988 to 2002. I worked as a patrol officer, motorcycle division, criminal investigations. I was on the SWAT team, but the most important and rewarding position that I held in the 14 years that I worked at the Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office was serving as a canine officer, resource officer for the Lafayette Parish School Board, protecting our kids each and every day that they went to school. Since 2003, I have served as Chief of Police in Scott. In November, I was re-elected without opposition to my 4th term. I am very proud that our community was recognized as safest in the parish and 2nd safest in the state, according to the 2012 FBI Uniform Crime Statistics. I am committed to working hard to protect the lives and property of our people in Lafayette Parish. I think it's a good time to elect a sheriff with a strong law enforcement background. I believe a sheriff who knows what it's like to serve in uniform and has the experience in a range of law enforcement roles is important to ensuring the best practices are used in the field and that both officers and the public are protected. I am committed to ensuring that our law enforcement personnel are well trained and properly equipped. For example, Scott Police Department has pioneered the use of body cameras in Lafayette Parish. We have been using them for 2 years, and we've seen additional accountability for both the officer and the general public. We have valuable experience in operating this type of system, complying with the law, ensuring officers are properly trained, and ensuring evidence is protected in those sensitive cases where privacy concerns and the rights of children are involved. I look forward to exploring this issue with Lafayette Parish law enforcement agencies to share ideas on how and when to best use this type of technology.